Hello, this is Brother West, and I'm coming to you again for give me about 3 to 5 minutes. And today, there's something that God spoke to my spirit and awakening in my spirit. And so I want to use what I want to do. He gave me something for you. And so I want to show you a way of seeing God. I want to show you a way of getting the victory. And see, what I want to talk to you today about is the mind. And the title of my thought and message today, and this is what God gave me, was to think out your thoughts. Think out your thoughts. See, many and some of you are trapped. Your thoughts are trapped within your mind, within your head, and those things you can't get them out. And because you can't get them out, you become frustrated at your own words. You become frustrated. That's why you become emotional, because there are certain things that are not being released, but it feels like things are being bound up in you. Thoughts, emotions, things are not being answered. Questions, to some questions, answers are not being answered. And so that's what brings about a certain amount of frustration. Sometimes also when you're a certain type of thinker, when people don't get exactly how you think and how you feel, you become frustrated because they can't get it. So, but what I want to do, I want to just give you a certain way to find relief even in thinking. And one of the things that I briefly like to talk about is to outthink your thoughts. And God reminded me of a conversation that I had with someone. And I asked this person, how do you think and how do you process certain things? And the person told me that they talk to themselves. And the funny thing about it, this person said that, but they listen for an answer. But then I told this one particular person that I do the same thing. But the reason I think out my thoughts is because sometimes, when I'm thinking certain things, I may not be clear on exactly what it is that I want to convey or see. So, but the more I talk it out, the more it becomes more clear to me. But also in talking out certain things, that helps you, it protects you also, because in my life, I got a couple of people that I can go to as a sounding board when I'm in the valley of decision, if I want to express how I'm feeling and my thoughts. See, because, sometimes my thoughts are not right. And so I go to someone who's more seasoned to help sharpen and shape my thoughts. And so and what happens is that basically the example of clearing your thoughts is basically when you're thinking, you're able to see the picture. You're able to see clearly the vision or the plan in your mind. That's when you become clear. There's even a certain steps as preachers that they can take in order to think out or to become clear as well. And one of those things is to read yourself full and think yourself clear. Pray yourself full and let yourself go. And those are steps and stages that it helps when it comes to being able to relay a thought or a message. And so one of the teaching points that I want to convey to you today is to think out your thoughts. That means to think it out. That means to talk it out. But the thing about it, when you're talking out your thoughts, don't talk it out to people per se, unless you find someone that as a confidant. But it also, you can think out your thoughts in secret. Because the more you think certain things out in secret, when you're thinking those things out, you can hear yourself how it sounds. That way you can protect yourself. See, because the Bible tells us to be swift to hear and slow to speak. In us being swift to hear, that means that we must think and process certain things. We must use our mind and become skillful in finding a way to be able to give an answer where our speech be seasoned with salt. These are just a few things that God has taught me and I'm meditating on that helps me to be able to deal with certain things. If I think certain things out and talk them out and let them come forth or let them become understood in my spirit, in my ears, then I'm able to filter whether or not there's something I should be able to say or not. See, when you think certain things out too, when you talk certain things out, it serves as a filter. You're filtering your thoughts. You're filtering how you feel. You're filtering your emotions. Because when you filter that, then it goes through a process where there's checks and balances, where you say to yourself, should I say this? Should I say this? You have to consider the person's feelings. You have to consider the person's position. And so in doing those kind of things there, it helps us. It helps us to gather temperance. Temperance also is also self-control. Self-control is also when you think things out and you control your spirit. And the way you control your spirit is through meditation. It's through finding God, because God is the one that gives you peace in your spirit. But that comes through meditation and also spending time with God. I'm done. Think out your thoughts. God bless you.